Alrighty, welcome back to a nice calm game of Foundation. I figured that we should restart, just because I kind of screwed myself over on the island that we started on before, with the bridge, and then ran out of money, and it would just take too long for the little market to earn enough money. So we're going to start on this map, which I don't know if I've ever played on before. It's called Mountain. And yeah, it's like right on the coast, which I like the villages right on the coastline. And yeah, so we're gonna start down here on this little spot, right along here. You can have the main bulk of the village right against the coastline, which there's a nice big huge patch of trees here, which will be great. So we'll start here. And we're just gonna go through all the same stuff we went through in episodes 1 and 2, pretty much, without waiting for a giant bridge to be built. I'm gonna pause the game real quick so I can open up some menus. Resource menu. Alright, and our goal is to not run out of money right away, and be able to grow our village as quickly as possible. The Builder's Workshop, which I'm still new to. Looks like you can connect it. Those little white dots mean that you can connect it to other parts of other buildings. So like that, kind of make a little bit of a road going down this way. Right next to the main. I could have put it on the other side, but that's okay. Alright, and then Menendo, you will be our first builder. Congratulations. And what will we build first? Lumber camp. Good old lumber camp. Put that right here, straight across. We will move that eventually. I won't stay in the middle of the village forever. And we want to put a gathering hut for food. Right next to the berries there. We don't quite need stonecutter camp yet, but it would be good to have one built. Just so we can get it done with right away. Right. And Menendo's getting hard at work. Alright. And that's done nice and quickly. And so we can do, instead of going up here to choose their jobs from this list, you can just go click on the building, and you can assign an available villager. And if there are houses, eventually get to put residential districts. And if there are houses, you can, like, residential districts are painted on like this, like the extraction or reforestation or forbidden land. And eventually, when you have houses and you click that button, it'll assign an unemployed person to the who lives in the nearest house to that work building, if that makes sense at all. So they'll live nearby where they work, so it'll be less time to travel to their workplace, which just makes it a bit more efficient, which is nice. They're not quite on the water, so I'm going to want to build a well eventually. Thinking I'm going to actually build the Builder's Workshop over on this side. and have this kind of be the industrial place, because the stone and the berries don't run out. So they'll always be there. Oh, okay, that builds instantly. Okay, then I'm going to delete that, and Menendo will automatically be eventually sent over to this one, because it's the only one available. Give it a minute. Maybe. May have to reassign him as a builder. We'll make him a woodcutter for a second, and he'll find this place to work. Perhaps. Okay. That's my bad, actually. Unemployed. Couple people there. Okay. I'll get your woodcutting job back. Okay, so I'm going to speed up time again. I like having it ×3 speed. There we go. Otherwise things just seem to take a little bit too long. For my liking. Alright. Quest. Produce berries. Okay. So now we just need Menendo to go build this gathering hut. And send Adalald the miner. Until Menendo finishes the gathering hut. Shouldn't take too long, but needs to rest every once in a while. They work for so long each day. Alrighty. Right away we're gonna have 2 people go there. And we'll leave Catarucia and Alberto unemployed for now until we have more jobs for them. We could divvy them up, but it's not 100% necessary because we're going to be building a granary and assigning a transporter right now, which we weren't able to do in the previous playthrough because we didn't have enough gold. Okay. I'm actually going to have it go this way. That's more entrances. Line it up with the road nicely. Start construction on that. It doesn't have to be on quite flat ground. But this spot is pretty flat, but you can see this side will be a little bit lower than this side. But that's okay. It's a very interesting map, because the camera doesn't go out very far. Or I guess it does, okay. It depends on how high up the land is underneath it. How far you can zoom. But it's slightly smaller than other maps, because like a third of it is just ocean. Which is kind of nice, I suppose. There's a little inlet. Thought about starting right over here, but I don't know, it's a little sandy, and I prefer the more green grassiness. Alright, it's coming along nicely. Perfect. And right away, we'll assign a villager and put berries in slot 1. Eventually, we can get fish and bread and wine and beer and all sorts of different things. Yeah, and the granary is just for food resources. Eventually we'll get a warehouse that'll be for non-food resources, obviously. You can store wood planks and stone and such. Alright, what's next on our quest list? Build a well and a market. Put the well right there. So don't have to worry about that fading away. That patch from the old builders building. And living around a well and a market are very desirable. So eventually we're going to move the woodcutter's camp probably back down over here. This seems to be sort of the industrial area. Which I might actually do that when the well is built. Then we can put the market right where this is here. Because people don't like to live around industrial buildings, but they do like to live around the shops and the wells, so gotta try to balance it out a little bit. Like, they will build houses, but their happiness won't be super high. And I don't know why the happiness is at 0 right now. It was higher in our world that didn't have any access to the outside world. The little tiny island off the coast. Okay, well is done. Happiness immediately went up. It should continue going up. Okay, build another lumber camp right here. Build a sawmill right next to it as well eventually. And once that's built, we will bulldoze this one. Which I think it's hilarious. The symbol for destroying a building is the bulldozer instead of anything, at least somewhat medieval. Okay, we'll delete that, and then I'll move automatically over to this one. Go to the build menu, and the market is a monument in the monuments menu, just like the bridge is. And this is new, where it seems that this is the center of the market, which kind of threw me off a little bit before. So we'll set it here, and then we can build the food stalls around it. So we'll just put this food stall right here, and keep this little road coming in. And we do have enough cloth for an awning. And I personally really like the red ones, especially for food, because it covers... I mean, I don't think weather has any effect on the table itself, but it just looks a bit nicer. And we can put a little sign as decoration, let people know that this is the food stall. Oh, this side's a little close. There we go. Yeah. Kind of down a hill a little bit, but I think that'll be okay. Add a nice little bench over here. Don't think anyone actually uses the benches, but it looks nice at least. And a little fence to open the area. And maybe some barrels over here to make it look a bit more used. Yeah. That'll take a minute to build. And we can also add in other buildings, other market stalls as well eventually when we have luxury resources to put in place and other things to sell. You can't only sell one thing per food stall, so, and as there's 3 different kinds of foods, which you can see in this granary here, they start filling up, which is kind of cool. You'll need 3 at least for what the sign shows: the berries, fish, and the bread. And all 3 of them appear on the table, but you can only sell one of them at a time at each table. Yeah, and look at that. Happiness is all the way up at 50. We're still losing gold, but once we build the market, the gold should start going up, and eventually we can build a warehouse and sawmill, and then we'll be able to sell wooden planks in the trade route, which might be our next quest. It's also new that there's no immigration yet, because in the past when I've played this, immigration has started right away as soon as there is access to the outside world. New people will start showing up, but now it seems you have to wait and build up your village a little bit more before people start coming in, which makes a bit more sense, I suppose. Sorry, Alberto, you'll be our first shop clerk. A market tender. Well, it's done, but we have to wait until all little pieces are put in there, I believe. Oh, looks like I can start now. That works. Market tender. Congratulations, Alberto. You have a new job. Feeding the masses. Eventually you'll earn enough gold. So we can keep buying stuff. Oh shoot. Should have paid attention to that, I suppose. Oh gosh, I forgot how big this is. Yeah, they made this really big. Okay. I'll set that there. That'll be the sawmill. Put Menendo on there. Really need to get that done. And then we'll just make one of the woodcutters a carpenter for now. We have 34 wood and we need... Oh, we only need like two wooden planks, so... Should be able to build it pretty quickly. I might have an area with a builder until the sawmill's built, and then we'll speed it along a little bit. And then as soon as it's built, they'll become a carpenter. We'll slow down log gathering for now, but... Oh, we're making +6 gold. Okay, nice. So that helps a lot, and our happiness is at 100. Perfect. And already we're where we were at the end of episode 2. So... Oh yeah, Ben. Playing video games without you. It's just a single player game. It's a chill one. One I love. Alright, Venera, you will be the carpenter now. I'm going to keep 2 foragers, because food is the most important resource, obviously. As soon as... Yep, there we go. Planks are getting made. We can finish the market. And it'll look great, and people want to live around it. There we go. Nice. Got 100 gold coins from that. Maximizing immigration probably. Okay, and immigration has started. Alright, we already got 2 people. Nice. So, every 7 days, every week, there will be a new group of passers-by, and some of them or all of them can choose, or none of them can choose to stay. And so this first one, we got 2 people came by, and 2 people wanted to stay. And they actually have to run from somewhere else on the map. Hopefully it's not this side, because then we'd have to build a bridge across the river. Okay, they are here. Kingdom establishing your settlement. I am but your humble servant, my liege. Okay, so the villagers did show up. Usually you can see the path that they took to get here. Yeah, they came up this way. Went along here. You can barely see the faded path. Up through the mountains. Way out to here. This is probably where they spawn in. Usually spawn at the edge of the map and come right in. Alright, now we have a new message. 3 villagers lack space for housing. So, here's where we have... we unlocked a bunch of stuff. Okay, Lord Manor, Great Hall function to Lord Manor. Promote a villager to serf. Okay. So we don't need to do residential yet. But it does decrease happiness. So we will make this area here, starting here and going around here, as residential, just like we planned. Okay, start building houses around here. There's the first one. They don't like building in the trees either, so they'll probably stay away from them a little bit. But there's enough space for a few houses there at least. And then we can build the Lord's Manor. Yeah, okay. So originally you just had a chunk of the building, like a core part of the building, to choose where you start building it. Now it's this little wooden stake that you can build around. I assume there's a radius to it. Alright, so there's a core. So we can put that... we'll put it over by the more industrial side of the town. Gotta have it at an angle towards the center of town. Ooh, okay. Make it a bit more complicated looking building if we wish. Visitor location, what's that? I don't know what that is. That's new. Stick Lord Chimney. Okay. Okay. I like to have towers on here. Tower up like that. Not too high, not too low. Extension off the back. Or this can go on the side. How about there? And we can add this little extension here, and this can be the Great Hall. Because eventually we can assign different parts of the building to have different roles in the village. Yeah, okay, that'll look nice. Very expensive, but it'll be nice once it's finished. Put this chimney right here. Have a weather vane up on top. Put some wall banners in. Maybe? I don't know where it's going. Just one there. One there. Yeah. That looks nice. Add a fountain, water basin out front, or some bushes maybe. Thought maybe some hedges would be nicer since we're next to the well. Kind of make a little entry point, I suppose. Alright. So this is very expensive. I will need to start trading for cloth, because we have the 2 banners in here. So, start that. That'll take a good chunk of time. In the meantime, we don't have a quest for it, but I'll start the trade. Oops. So then we can sell all above the value. I'd like to leave about 15. We have 128 berries, so got plenty of those. And we need tools and cloth. So we're gonna buy up to 10 tools, and how much cloth do we need for this? 20 cloth, okay. So we'll buy up to 20, and then as soon as we have that 20, oh, we have 5 already, so we'll go up to 15. As soon as we have that, we will go down. Jeff C. Groves, it is not a Jackbox game. Thank you for pointing that out. I apologize. Didn't change it from last night. Still just starting out my stream. Getting to know a few things still. Okay. Yeah, thanks, man. Okay. Should be changed now, I think. Yeah. Happiness isn't very high, so one person came by, didn't want to join us, which is okay. We need a warehouse to actually allow the cloth and the tools into the village. And we actually cannot build one yet. We need commoners for that. So, I am going to actually bulldoze the wall banners. Just for now. We can add them in later, but we don't have enough resources to finish it, which won't finish the building until they're there, which makes things a little annoying and complicated. But we have everything else, so won't look as nice, but it'll work. And here's what the little houses look like. Just little, like, wattle and daub huts, pretty much. Little wooden chimneys. What did that say? An envoy has visited? There he is. Okay. So, we don't have any fish, unfortunately, so I have to keep it all. But these guys show up every once in a while, and they usually ask for food, pretty much. And you can either assist the king, the clergy, or the people, which is this menu here. Okay, this is how you get the warehouse and the bailiff office. You unlock a bunch of different things, and each one that you help, you earn more splendor towards them. And with the splendor, that unlocks different sections. So eventually you can build monasteries and, you know, a church, which is basically a giant cathedral you can build it up to, or a fisherman hut. But right now it doesn't help us because we don't have any fish. We have no way of getting fish yet. So we have to keep it all. There we go. Unlock the warehouse there. Maybe slide it in between, perhaps. Overlapping on the rocks a little bit, but I think it'll be okay. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, the house is already upgrading. So they actually demolish the houses completely when they start upgrading them. These, yeah, it's the same house. They basically like add another building onto like the quote-unquote property. Alright, so we're actually gonna... Well, we don't need to prioritize the warehouse quite yet anymore, since we don't need the cloth as immediately as we did. I'm actually going to expand the residential area. Let's see if we build more houses. It is kind of finicky sometimes with when and where they'll build houses, and they'll complain about having not enough space when there's plenty of space around. But that's just how the game works, I suppose. So we need to build a warehouse. Yeah, we need tools is the main thing. We have 7 now. I think we started with 20. And tools are just things get used up as the game progresses. Of Alfreduccio is a builder with Menendo. We can get things done a bit quicker that way. Then we can have Toussaint be the warehouse transporter, which should speed things along pretty nicely. Yeah, it's hard at work. Everyone wants the planks. Everyone's using them up for everything as soon as she makes them. Alright, we have max gold. Feels good. And yeah, trade inherently adds gold to the balance, and the market always adds gold. And each chunk of land, each hex of land that you can get surrounding, each adds taxes. Yeah, that's 10 coins to the royal taxes. I'm not exactly sure what the time frame is for those. If it's like every week 10 gold gets taken out, or every day or something. There's a little calendar down here in the very bottom. But yeah, that's interesting. It says contain minerals there. That's pretty nice. This one has fish as well. So once we unlock the fishing hut, we'll want the coastal hex. Hey, we got one new villager. Wyrich. Why, laddie? Wow, looking pretty old for a 23-year-old. I'm not one to judge them. Alright, looks like the Lord's Manor is almost done. What is left? Weather Vane, 5 stone. Alright, we have enough stone for it. I don't know why they're waiting so long. There we go. Yes, excellent. All right. Lord's Manor's done. Warehouse is done already as well. Assign Toussaint to be the transporter. And here we can put cloth and tools. And I just like to store planks there because they can sell for a little bit of cash when we end up getting a bunch later on. Okay. So here we can assign each section of, you can see they're highlighting when I move my hand down the list. Each section can be assigned a function. And right now, the Great Hall and Treasury are the only two. Eventually, I believe there's like a tax office, there's like a bailiff's office. So it's the executive house, if you will, of the town. So I'm going to assign this little spot in the back, this wood extension, as the Great Hall. And that allows us to promote our villagers to higher statuses. It does cost us more gold, though, for maintenance. And we have to assign someone to it. I believe. Maybe we don't. I know, like, the tax office does, and I believe the treasury needs someone to be there. But, okay. I think we're okay there. Envoys will be hosted here. Multiplying building parts splendor by 2. Nice. Okay, so then we have to wait until the end of the month. I believe is what the quest is. At the start of the month, promote a villager to serf. And we just started a new month. We're on day 7, week 1 of month 4. Yeah, and here's the upgraded house. Just adds another house and adds more space for people to live. It's a little bit cozier. We have not needed a forester yet, which is great. So now at this point in the game, we just wait until the end of the month, which would have been nice to get it done a little bit sooner, but it's not the end of the world. We just hang out, maybe build some stuff. We build a church at this point. Yeah, might as well. But where would a church look good in this town? I suppose we could cover up the granary with it. Set it right here. Right where that wooden stake is. Yeah. I think that'll be good. I personally really like building the stuff right along the village center. Just kind of gives it a nice medieval town vibe, you know. Keeps things kind of all central. It looks a little long, but I think it'll be okay. I'll back it up just a little bit. Okay. That steep is very tall. Down there. Yeah, that'll be a nice skyline for the town. Coming in from the harbor. I guess it's Christianity here. I can't rotate across, which is a little bit annoying. I'd like it to be facing forwards, but that's okay. I'll set it back there. Then I'd like to follow classical cathedral architecture, if you will. And make the building in the shape of a cross. Look from above, it doesn't, I mean, it's not, it's kind of a wonky looking cross, but I mean, that's what most cathedrals look like in Europe. Add that a little bit there. And each piece adds like a splendor point to the building, makes people like it a little bit more. Alright, start construction here. Very expensive. I need a lot of tools for it too. Ooh, 116 gold per week. That is expensive, but it'll give us 8.25 splendor, which will be great. We can get additional parts as long as we have 10 serfs. Might as well unlock a bailiff's office for now. We have the labor available, so we can add. Let's hit the bailiff's office. This extension here. Yep, it's highlighted there. So the name of bailiff who can fulfill various mandates for the village. Boost the effect by 10%. Nice. Name a bailiff. I'm gonna nominate... Who's been here the longest? Adald. Adalald. Bailiff. What are their jobs? Adald's the only miner. Bailiff is a woodcutter. We'll add more woodcutters. I'm gonna make Aelith the bailiff. We're on day 2 of trying to get a shiny legendary. Jeez. I can barely even get a normal legendary. Okay. Aspect of mineral deposits. Gain influence with an estate. Ooh. Okay, which estate do we want? Assuming, I think we want the labor estate. Just because we're close to the coastline. We can get Fisher's Hut, which then we can sell the fish, which go for quite a bit of gold. Not on the coast, though. Yeah, I think I'll go with labor. Let's start that. We'll run out of gold fast. Tower, I would like to be the treasury. Expand the treasury capacity by 360. I think we can have multiple treasuries as well. Who's this guy? Oh. Aha. Well, it would be nice to help the kingdom. We need serfs for that. We can get the wooden keep. We can start making soldiers who can go off and fight in battles. But I think we're going to focus for now on labor. Okay. That's 50 wood planks. Okay. I'm gonna have to make another carpenter, and so Wyrick, Theta, and Aklinde. They're all gonna be put to work. Okay, you are a carpenter. You are a woodcutter. And you are a woodcutter. These, oh, there are 3 now. Carpenters used to only have or sawmills only used to be able to hold 2 carpenters. Okay, we're on the last week of the month. Got another person to join our village, which is good. Now, I'm actually going to put refuse planks for this. All of them are being used on the church, though. Or the, yeah, church. Okay. I'm going to actually pause the church for now. Just so... Oh. Change the pitch of the bell. That's pretty cool. Okay, I'm going to pause the church so we can save up as many wood planks as possible. Or pause the pieces that don't have enough wood planks yet to be built. 5 days left. Pretty sure we'll make it. Should be okay. Still plenty of trees around the edge of here. It's just really far away from the lumber camp. Alright. Got a promotion available. Okay, losing 23 gold, which is a lot. We need to start trading some stuff. All of them, or pay 20 individually. Upgrade them to serfs, which we need 20 serfs, and I only have 10 newcomers, so... Housing and service. think definitely Alfreduccio is a level 3 builder. And Toussaint is a level 2 transporter. And I know these three I just gave jobs. And this person's brand new here. Okay, I'll do Wyrick as well. I could say screw it. And just load it up. Have enough. Yeah, I'll do it. Why not? So we can start selling. Once we have enough planks. Only have 20. Okay, Sabatina, welcome. So Ben, which shiny legendary are you trying to get? I don't know if you're still listening. Okay, we're at 30. Anything that doesn't get sent to warehouses or anything just goes to the middle of the village. Small resource depot. Yep, no one wants to join because we're out of money. But that's okay. What do we have to sell? Nothing yet. As soon as the church is built, we'll have enough to sell. And then as soon as this is done, which the moment we have enough planks, which is going up pretty quickly. But the moment we have enough planks, we'll give them away and then open up the warehouse, 2 planks, and start selling. I need to build a forester as well. Which I'll probably put behind the lumber camp, or maybe off to the side right here. And have the forest be right up back around here. Okay, 2 more. Two more. There we go. God. Theaters and granaries and warehouses. Oh no. Accept. Stock maximum. Go, 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 go. Put him in there. Quick. Oh god. Okay. Okay, good. Phew. Okay. We're gonna unpause that, unpause that. Okay. And then with the little bit of gold we have left, we'll build a forester camp here. Squeeze in right there. I like to have my villages be kind of packed in together. I don't know, for me it just makes it look a bit more urban, I guess, if you would call this medieval town urban. Instead of having stuff spread out across the whole area that's available. Well, we're not getting any new immigrants. Alright, and our gold's going up now. Must have gotten in our... yeah. Got in the tools we needed. Okay. We're not going to sell planks quite yet. They sell for 5. Berry sell for 4. Which is really nice. The polished stone sells for 6. Need cloth. Build a stone mason hut, which we have 5 cloth. So we could build it. But we don't need polished stone quite yet. That's for stuff for like the walls or large church instead of just the rustic church. Like the monastery. The tavern, I think, needs polished stone as well. Oh, hey, we can build a wooden keep and start getting soldiers in here. Change the note. Oh. I like to keep it at E. That's a good church note. It's looking pretty good, I think. I got one house, but we could build a residential area up a bit around the Lord's Manor. Around over here. Yeah, see, there's enough space for them to build like closer to the well, but they didn't until I made that little spot there, so little weirdness. Might as well put it all the way up to the edge of the X. Back of the church here. Yep. There we go. Now they're building up. So this would be the residential area, I suppose. We'll just have this side be oh, there's an envoy coming. What's up, my dude? I can't have bread. I don't have enough resources for it yet, so I have to keep it all, unfortunately. Alright, so we can build a wooden keep. I think this is going to be the last thing we build in this episode. Where to build it? Build it right next to the Lord's Manor, I suppose. Makes sense. By the well, kind of up the hill a little bit. Oh, and I should clarify, this is where the soldiers train. Yeah, put it right here. Nice big tower. There's where the entrance is. Oh, is it too close to the Lord's Manor Tower? Maybe I want to move it. Get this out of the way. Place it like over here, I suppose. Make the skyline a little bit spread out. We don't need to like defend the town or anything. All the walls and the keep are just cosmetic, really. But adds a nice kind of role play a little bit, if you will. Covered stairs. I like to do that. Looks kind of nice. We can make it a little bit taller. And a nice fancy topper to it. What should I do? This one. Yeah, I think I'll do this one for now. We don't need any cloth. Oh, we do actually. Training dummies. Which I will. There's a house being built right here. I suppose I'll just put the training dummies right up front. There. Put another one right next to them. There. Then we can put two more. There. And right there. And there's no like archers or anything, no differentiating between the like command structure or whatever. It's just generic soldiers. So for now, you know what? I'm just gonna have one training dummy. We can eventually build a bunch of stuff, which I don't we're not going to do that quite yet. We're going to wait until we have more space to expand. So yeah, this will be okay for now. Start that construction, use up our last cloth. Have a promotion. Not earning that much gold. Oh goodness. Go to commoner. Okay, I'm gonna just promote 2 more guys to serf. I have 10 serfs. I can pay 50, which I can only do for 1 person. Yeah, they require additional goods, foods, and housing. So I'm just gonna do serfs for now. Upgrade these 2 guys. Promotions for today. Let this guy be a forester. Forester, there we go. And we'll paint a reforestation area. All up here. Big old forest right here. I can't do it on the rocks. So we can just erase. And then I like to just erase around the buildings a little bit. Just so it stays pretty clear. Just one of my little things, though, that I like to do. Okay, so that should get forested up pretty quick. Bailiff. Bailiff new mandate. Influence within the state. 15. Okay, we're gonna do clergy this time. Which that's really nice that we can do that. We can spend gold to gain influence with those instead of just leveling up buildings and building buildings. Alright, we got 2 more villagers. Suppose we can have another miner. Build a bunch more stuff, which we'll leave for the next episode. A bunch more jobs. We get iron. We'll have to unlock this part of the rock base. Coal. We have a wheat farm, a windmill, and a bakery. All those 3 work together to make bread. We don't have a fisherman's hut yet. Oh, oops. Let's do oak tree. Okay. Yeah, we're okay for now. 90 happiness, plus 5 gold. Start trading again. Goes back to 10 cloth. We don't need that much. And we can sell wooden planks. I'll keep 10 of them. A village. Alrighty, and as soon as the tower's done, we won't wait for the houses, which they're not building a nice like neighborhood along this road, which I like. House here, and then those houses there. Eventually the tower will be on this one. This house kind of cramping around the market, which is a little annoying, but we'll have to build around it. But that's okay. Oh shoot, I didn't finish this. My bad. Yeah, and houses tend to take a little bit of time to upgrade because they're kind of on the back burner. Are we able to help him to dig into rock to help expand? No. So this game used to have iron ore deposits that are just like, they look, it's like this stone ore, but it's just like a big chunk of iron that was sticking out of the ground and didn't really look like it fit. Instead, they updated the game recently and added these big, huge rock cliff faces against the smooth rock cliff faces that already existed. And this is where the iron mines go now. If we open desirability layers, minerals. So you can see minerals, which is iron, are now centered around the cliff faces. Which is kind of, it makes a bit more sense than just having random chunks of red iron sticking out of the ground all over the place. And to expand, I don't know. Oh, we do have free. Okay. Yeah, we'll buy this land. Alright, now we can expand up this way. So eventually we want to build a mine. Which I don't know exactly how that works yet. So we'll figure it out. Maybe it's a stonecutter camp. Just set it up next to the rocks. Pretty stone though. We'll figure it out. I think this is going to take longer than I thought. Because the wood planks seem to be taking their time. Because we're also out of wood. Can I have another forester, I believe. Nope, just one forester. Okay, in that case, I'm going to make the reforestation area a lot bigger. Go all the way back here. All the way to the back of the church. Right up against the granary and the warehouse. All the way around the Lord's Manor. I have trees right up against it. Make all this big old forest. I know people won't really like that in the neighborhood, but just have to deal with it. And as you can see, when we're not stranded on an island, things move pretty quick. Once again, don't have enough fish, don't have enough gold to buy fish, so gotta keep it all. One day, though, I'll be able to give you what you ask for, sir. And we keep getting more people, and you can turn off immigration if you want. If it's becoming a bit overwhelming because people just kind of keep showing up. Another woodcutter. And yeah, they don't stop week after week, and the weeks go by faster and faster the more you play the game, or it seems like they do anyways. Yep, another person decided to join. And I know the first time I was playing this, I got overwhelmed by just how fast everything started moving after you unlock the first few things. But yeah, so I'm going to end this episode here. Didn't get the tower done, but that's okay. It's going to take a little bit longer than I originally anticipated just because we're out of wood. Yeah, upgrading houses, nice. So yeah, thanks for watching. And I know I don't stream or upload with any regularity, but that's how I roll. So, yeah, thanks for watching.